Hey guys, I'm here bringing you another video. Now, welcome to a Challenger Spectate on the last night of pre-season. Sure, it's the day before season. There we go. We're watching an Annie in Challenger. Full disclosure, this game is a bit of a stompy game. It's actually been really hard to find a game to watch because so many Challenger players are not playing between the patch and season start because they're having it as like time off. But basically, I wanted to watch this because one of two things. One, three things really. Annie is a very basic champion in theory. Very easy to do nothing on Annie, but she's also very predictable. So in Challenger, this is like top 50 EUS Challenger. How does she do good? Like, I want to see what an Annie can do. I don't know why I'm holding a pen. I don't know. I like having something in my hands. Anyway, so there's that one reason. Two, it's against a Katarina. Also notice, by the way, the Kata win does not have TP Ignite. Why? This is with TP change, which should fundamentally change the meta from all like the Akalis, the Katarinas, etc. They shouldn't be really running TP Ignite anymore because the whole point of them doing that was to TP bot lane at 2 or 3 minutes into the game and get a kill or two down there and then return to mid with an advantage. You now can't do that. The teleport changes in. So that's number two, is she's against a cat. I want to see how does the Annie do against the cat. And then three, Annie is in my champion pool. I think that's, so yeah, Annie, basic champion in Challenger. Annie against Katarina, because Cat is still going to be a popular solo queue champion, there's no doubt. And three, Annie's in my champion pool, so I want to see if they do anything fundamentally different than what I would normally do. I do play a fairly aggressive Annie. I do normally get kills in lane phase, starting, however, at normally level 6. There are times that I will get a pre-level 6 kill, usually involving heavily, auto-attacking. The amount of kills that we've got on Annie, literally just auto-attacking. That little dink is quite often. Runes, by the way, and you can see the Annie is just, this is my territory, you go away with the auto, get the Electrocute proc, which is nice. So Electrocute, Taste of Blood, Eyeball Collection, Relentless Hunter for that movement speed, and then Absolute Focus because she is likely to be above 70% health when she's looking for that full burst combo, Gathering Storm for late game scaling, and then Attack Speed for more auto attacks, Ability Power, and clearly Magic Resist being against a cat. Teleport change again, some people are asking what is the change. So before 14 minutes in a league game, you no longer can teleport to anything but towers. The cooldown has gone up. Cat's going a bit all in here, looking for her first aggressive play. Both have ignited. Katarina going all in, doesn't go for the follow-up with her flash, but Annie does double summoner. Weirdly, like an advantage slightly maybe for Cat, because she's kept her flash, where Cat has still got it, and Cat could go for an all-in and have the advanced mobility now. I would see the Annie holding her stun here, because that's a deterrent to the Cat going an all-in, because you'll just get stunned straight away. But yeah, so first 14 minutes in the game, the cooldown of the spell teleport has gone up, and you only can teleport to towers. After 14 minutes, the cooldown goes down, but it's still a 30-second nerf to late-game teleport, what it used to be, but you can then teleport to anything again, like anything you used to be able to. Wouldn't see a gank happening there. There's too many minions. It would be nice if Jarvan could get, a little bit of damage on Cat. That would just lessen her lane control, if you will. Because remember, so many people only judge a gank successful if there's a kill. Really not true. If your jungler can just like do a bunch of damage and make this person low health that, they can't be aggressive to you for the next minute or two, that is a really successful gank. Problem here now, Jarvan is out of position. Kane's in the area. You may recognize the name, by the way. Katarina doesn't flash, Jarvan does, and that should be the end of that. But that is Diamond Procs. If you're... Aurelia's roaming to mid lane. A bit weird roam there. Bot lane get a kill, which is always nice. And there's going to be a bit of a fight over the chickens. So yeah, Diamond Procs... I think he's come back to Pro League recently. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't followed his career. But he was a very famous jungler from many years back. That was the Moscow 5 or Gambit jungler. When like Moscow 5 were arguably one of the best teams in the world. Meanwhile, 3 people mid. And I will say, I have played 2 games of League today. And I will say one thing is noticeable. Recently the meta's been roam bot lane, always go bot. I think the meta might be potentially changing to everything is in mid lane now. Because the meta of I'm a mid laner with TP, I TP bot lane, that's gone away. but it hasn't stopped supports roaming. A lot of supports still roam, and where do supports mainly roam to? Well, sometimes they roam to top, for example, but a lot of the time the support is roaming to mid. So you now have the mid laner that doesn't run teleport anymore, but the support that's still going to roam to mid. So I think mid lane may turn into the much more focused lane now. And again, maybe the roaming of supports will calm down, but it's definitely not going to happen overnight, like the teleport changes made. Because for a lot of supports, that is now their playstyle. Their playstyle is all about roaming. So, yeah, we'll see. Hey, Bad Cubby. Hey, Akvad. How you doing, both of you? But yeah, I just do want to say good luck for your placements tomorrow. The first video tomorrow will be placement game number 1. But obviously, before that video gets uploaded, I'm sure a lot of you are going to be playing your first placement games. So good luck. Hopefully they go well. And if they don't go well, you know, just to say, it's not the end of the world. You do have a whole basic year to get to the rank that you want. Yes, it's a nice boost if you have great placement games. You get the most LP in placement games. You get your MMR off to a good start. But it's not like it's the end of the world. Anyway, Annie going for her first roam of the game up in top lane, tanking tower onto the Tibbers with the ignite and the big old play, and she does end up getting the kill. Really good roam, and you know, that's something that you can do if your lane phase is going a bit rough. You know, I've always said I don't dislike roaming as a whole. What I dislike is stupid roaming, and when I say stupid roaming, I mean roaming for the sake of roaming. So many supports nowadays just roam because that's what they think they're supposed to do, when a lot of the time being in bot lane and helping your AD carry is more beneficial. But like the Annie, she doesn't feel like she can do anything in mid lane right now, so she roams to top, and she does get a kill. That's a good roam. Meanwhile, Katarina does a bad roam that she roams for the sake of roaming and actually ends up dead. Bad roam. You don't always have to roam. But the League of Legends modern day meta has put so much pressure on it. TTV, Shadow Skull, thank you so much too for the 3 months tier 1. Big play in bot lane, and that goes really well for blue team. Well done to them. Kane ganking mid lane, and he's going to do her best to get away. She needs to get ahead of him. Yeah, so the stun doesn't really do anything because she didn't get ahead of him. And she just ends up dead. Kralopus, good morning, dude. So that, you know, Annie ends up dead. That unfortunate. Now, the weird thing for me, and this is something that I've never done, and I think even when I've played Annie, especially live on stream, people have gone, oh, Huz, what about Tyr? I've always thought Tyr's garbage on Annie, and you can see this challenger player, this is Annie IRL. Think of this player as the Annie bot of EU West. They're a challenger Annie main. Like, I don't know if Annie bot is in challenger at the moment. Obviously, he's been Challenger before, but Annie IRL is an Annie one-trick in Challenger on EU West, and they're running Tyr. So that's actually kind of interesting to me, because I've always thought if you've just got good mana control on Annie, you'll never need Tyr. Like, your Q, you get all your mana back from last hitting. So this is a bit weird to me, and I am actually a bit like, I wonder why. You know, will she upgrade it? Because, like, some people buy Tyr and they don't upgrade it. Some people buy Tyr and they just sell it after lane phase. Some people do upgrade it. They are trying to dive bot lane here, but technically that is worth because Jinx gets a big shutdown. And what is going on here? Oh, Cat goes aggressive. Hook. Does get hooked. No follow-up, unfortunately. But nice play by Blitzcrank there. It was kind of weird to see Cat kind of stuck in the pit. Anyway, farm gap is actually increasing in mid lane. Why? Well, if you notice, the Katarina isn't really being mid lane for a while. That is a Katarina thing. Obviously, it was much worse when teleport meta in mid was a thing. Because she genuinely, every single time TP would be up, she would always TP somewhere. But I'd say it's one of the big weaknesses of Cat players is they get obsessed with roaming meta. And then they get really far behind individually in lane. But yeah. Nice kill up in top lane. They do a bit of trading. Both junglers died, but Jace ends up getting 2 kills in that situation. Bot lane's going all pretty good as well for a Jhin. Maybe it's a bit weird to see a Taric in Challenger. I don't think Taric's a bad champion. I just think Taric, when it comes to really good players, Taric can get countered quite heavily. Like, his stun is really slow, and if you just move out the way, you won't get hit. And good players are going to be able to dodge a Taric stun a lot easier, so yeah. So Annie's just waiting in a bush. She's being a bush Wookiee. She's probably guessing maybe a roam by Cat might happen to bot, so she was potentially just waiting to see if it would happen. but now she's walking to bot lane thinking that she's maybe going to be a counter gank situation. I saw a Predator there, but I don't actually know who that was. Taric ult comes down, but this is going to be a dead Jinx, and there we go. Whose Predator was that? That was Taric's. Taric is running Predator. That's weird. Why would Taric run Predator? I actually do not know why. Well, I guess he'd be running Predator for the bonus movement speed to get the stun off, maybe? See you later, Pigeon. Because, yeah, that's a bit weird. So, Cat is bot after all this time. She's down there. Jhin is definitely dead. But the more he delays his death, the more time he's giving Annie and Jarvan to show up. Here we go. What can happen here? Just open with the stun. Don't make it any fancy. Gets the flash. Gets the kill there. Taric on the back foot too. Doesn't hit the stun. Double kill Annie. So, basically, like, how do you play Annie in Challenger? Well, let's be honest, everybody. Let's not beat around the bush here. It's still a roaming game. Like, it just is. Annie's got 3 kills, and none of them have been in mid lane. She got 1 in top lane, and now 2 in bot. So, how do you play Annie in Challenger? Roam, basically, is the answer. Which I don't love, as you guys know. I'm not a massive roaming player. I definitely roam more now than I ever have, because that is just League nowadays. You have to adapt somewhat. I won't adapt fully to roaming, like never being in mid lane. But I do roam more than I used to. But yeah, it's basically roam. So Annie now picking up components. So she's got the alternator and blasting wand. Dragon might be being done right now, which is a bit risky actually for red team. They are quite far behind. Obviously a dragon would be a bit of a comeback mechanic for them. Jace gets a kill on Aurelia. I do, by the way, think Jace actually might be in a pretty strong position at the moment. The Eclipse item is still very strong. I actually just played a game against Jace. I was playing Gangplank. It was going good. He then got Eclipse, and then I could never kill the Jace. He was so tanky in all-ins with that Eclipse shield, and that shield technically just got nerfed. It got nerfed by duration, not of how much the shield is. So again, the very weird play has to be said. Oh my god, that Kayn literally just healed to full health. He literally healed to full health. That is mental. Cat gets a double kill, but then both of them end up dead. Tari going all in as well. Enemy team. What is weird that the enemy team is so far behind, yet they're playing really all in. Like, how weird is this? Double kill for Jhin. Taric on the back foot. He's going to go down too. And he's on a rampage. Really nice. Once again, no kills happening in mid lane. It's all roaming or in their jungle, in bot lane, in top. Crazy, right? The only lane that's actively having proper kills, well, I guess bot lane itself, but top lane is getting 1v1 kills. Jace is killing Aurelia in 1v1s. Other than that, it's like a lot of just big fights. Even in bot lane, they're not really killing them in 2v2s. Usually there's a jungler involved, or a cat going bot, but then she overextends. It's kind of nuts. Blah. So, item-wise for Annie, Hextech Rocket Belt, once again, so in essence, the Annie is doing 2 things that I don't like or don't do myself on Annie. A lot of people always say, Huz, why don't you go Rocket Belt on Annie? Hey, Shry Roxo. I don't love doing Rocket Belt, and it's just a gut feeling. I feel that Ludens gives me more burst damage, and if I'm confident that I can position well, I don't need Rocket Belt. But here is the best Annie player on EU West. The best Annie player on EU West, building tier that I never have rated on Annie, and building Rocket Belt. So doing literally 2 things that I've literally said in videos going, oh, I don't think that's great. Again, this is the good thing to watch players that are clearly better than you. You know, clearly there's something to what this Annie's doing. 14 minutes is hit, by the way, so that means the upgraded teleport is now being upgraded, and Jay straight away used it to TP behind the enemy team. Enemy team is now all basically dying. Aurelia's also TP to the fight. She's going to get stunned up. Misses the stun, but they all go down. And that, unfortunately for the enemy team, was an ace without the Jarvan getting involved. Crazy. So yeah, the new teleport is now here. So it's called, what is it called again? It's like upgraded or something. Oh, wait, really? Oh, weird. Look in the bottom left, everyone. Yeah, Shmeon just pointed out. They have not maxed Q. Unleash teleport. That's it. Thank you. Why is she not maxed Q? Is that for a wave clear purpose, maybe? Oh, snap. Nice aggression with the Protobelt. Gets the kill. Cat probably slightly tilted is trying to get the Yanni, but the Kayn will pick that up. Bit overstay, but it was good aggression, I would say. But yeah, the Annie is not fully maxed out Q first. I genuinely have no idea why you wouldn't do that. It must be to do with wave clear. Mathematically, maybe a 4-point W has enough damage to clear out the ranged minions earlier. Maybe it's something to do with that. Alright, so the enemy team is just all dying. Jace is now here roaming over. So this game has now turned into a bit of a stomp. But yeah, I am interested to see how the Annie builds now. So yeah, okay, so she's got a large rod. Someone is also saying it could just be a mistake. It could be. So again, I don't want to judge this whole thing off just one game. What I might do, and I actually am going to do it right now, I'm going to go on Annie IRL OP.gg. Let's have a look at, because you can see the order that she maxes spells in all the games, and I'm actually going to see if she does it every game. So this game, we know that she's done it this game, or Aurelia. I don't know if the Aurelia might be tilted there. So different game I'm watching. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so basically she does the exact same thing in a different game. So she's gone 3 points into Q in this other game, and then W max, then she finishes, so she gets 3 points in Q, maxes W, then maxes her Q. God, that's so weird. Nice play, nice flash to dodge the Kane. Jarvan's coming up as well for the sandwich, so this should be a dead Kane any second. Nice play. So that's another game. Let's see a different one. I'm just going to go over a couple games and just see. It has to be to do with wave clear. Again, Annie is in my champion pool, so literally this is really eye-opening to me that maybe this is something that I should do. And then, okay, so then this game, she doesn't do that. So in this game, she's against a Kayle mid. This is a tilted Aurelia, by the way. Holy moly. In this game, she's against a Kayle mid, and she does max Q first. So maybe in a matchup that she's like, oh, if I can just burst this squishy champion and I have to abuse them early, max Q. But in a matchup that maybe is a bit tougher, that you're not necessarily going to get a 1v1 kill, then maybe wave clear is more important. Like, Katarina, as we all have said even a few times this game, is a roaming champion. And if you really hard push mid lane to the point that Kat's lane is always pushed in, it will make Kat not want to roam as much. So it might be that. I've literally never thought about doing that, ever. I've literally never thought about maxing W over Q. And obviously, you still get like at least 3 points into Q. You get 3 points into Q because you do need it to do some pretty okay damage. But 3 points into Q, then max W, then max Q. I am definitely going to be adapting that into my playstyle with Annie in matchups that I know I need to hard push lanes. That's, yeah, I'm actually really happy that we watched this game because that's a big learning thing that I can definitely improve on my Annie. Cool. Oh, I'm really happy with that. That's awesome. Nice. Nice. I also will just say, if you guys don't follow a lot of League devs on Twitter, a League dev last night did tweet about Chemtech Dragon. They are still looking into it. There's still going to be... Oh, here we go. The Rocket Belt into the Tibbers. Only gets one of them, unfortunately. Doesn't hit the double stun, but a lot of damage is going to come down, so that will be that. So they basically said they're still looking into it, and basically, I think it was on the lines of the player base hates it, but we think it's okay. That was the gist of what I had from the tweet. But they are still going to continue to investigate it, and if enough of us keep saying it's terrible, like it is terrible, it's garbage game design, I'm hopeful that they might get rid of it, especially under Right Axes nowadays, the new guy. But there we go. So I will also confirm, obviously Deathcap second, I will confirm also, looking at this Annie, she usually goes, build-wise, she basically buys Rocket Belt in every single game. I cannot see Luden's. Well, there's one game of Luden's there. It's overwhelmingly Rocket Belt recently. And then she'll either go Deathcap or Shadow Flame second, depending if she needs the anti-shield or if she's really fed. And then third item, she'll go Void Staff, and then a lot of the time, she'll buy a Seraph's. So she will actually upgrade the tier into a Seraph's eventually, but it's not an early game item. So there you go. And yeah, that's a good point that Java Boy also said. Arguably, she's gone tier because she's buying Rocket Belt, because Rocket Belt's giving you no direct mana. If you buy Luden's, you're getting mana from that. That's a mana item that's got Lost Chapter in it. But if you're buying Rocket Belt, there's no mana in there. So that's probably why. You only buy tier if you're going Rocket Belt. If you're going Ludens, don't buy tier. That's probably it. But anyway, that is going to be it. Really good game of Annie. How to play Annie in Challenger. Roam and be smart, basically. Pain, Death, Sorrow. Thank you very much for the Prime. Very cheerful name there, but welcome to the Huzzy Plebs. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. A brand new Prime there. That's, again, they're quite rare, so thank you very much. If you are watching on YouTube, by the way, and you do have Twitch Prime available, Amazon Prime, you do have a free monthly Twitch subscription. If you want to throw it my way or any Twitch streamers their way, that would be very appreciative. I don't have to be online when you throw it my way. You can just do it when I'm offline. I'd really appreciate if you could do that. That'd be great. But that's going to be it. That is my last thing before the new season happens. I'm going to make sure I get a good night's sleep, eat a nice breakfast tomorrow, and let's hope for a good start to the ranked season. Anyway, that's going to be it. If you guys enjoy, throw a like on it, throw a comment, throw a subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Call down the reckoning to bring back hope and peace. Restore our Gloria to live forever. Bring down the dark regime. I know how to unleash eternal power.